It's a passion that unites us, the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Today, the Lady Eagles will be taking on the Atlantis University Atlanteans in a best-of-5 match. We saw this team just last evening as well. Hi, I'm Garrett Ordway, and joining me this morning is Carrie Ordway. Carrie, what are you looking for in today's match? We saw a good 3-set win for the Lady Eagles last night.
I think with games like this that are so close together, just really back-to-back from the evening to the morning, especially with the Lady Eagles being successful in their match last night, looking for them to carry that momentum from the game. There's a little bit of a slow start in the match yesterday, but they ended on a really strong note, and seeing if they can just carry that momentum into the match today.
Right, 25-16, 30-28 in that second set last night. How important was it for the Lady Eagles to kind of show themselves that they can win a tight set like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Lady Eagles have found themselves in so many tight sets so far this season. And, you know, some of them have gone their way, some of them haven't. But to be able to show that resiliency and have the outcome in your favor like it was last night really means a lot to you mentally, to show yourself that you can do that.
Well, the teams have finished their warm-ups. We're getting ready for prayer and the national anthem. We'll be back with you after the starting lineups.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the Atlantis University Atlanteans versus your PCC Lady Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us be able to come together and play ball. Help us to play hard and for us to maintain sportsmanlike conduct and to act like the Christians we are. Please give us grace, and help there to be no injuries, and help us to do everything to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Atlantis University, number 0, Julia Copeland. Number 2, Melissa Montenegro. Number 4, Darlenis Medina. Number 5, Yvette Geraldo. Number 9, Irma Cortez. Number 12, Sandy Flores. Number 44, Emelande Joseph. The Atlanteans are led by Coach Aaron Vargas. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A freshman from Pensacola, Florida, number 4, Anna Romero. A junior from St. Anne, Illinois, number 8, Allie McWirt. A junior from Durham, North Carolina, number 12, Victoria Hamilton. A sophomore from Houston, Texas, number 14, Grace Liu. A junior from Beloit, Wisconsin, number 17, Cora Lathers. A junior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 19, Kenzie Folker. A freshman from Grand, Michigan, number 20, Michaela Kinney. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Kaylin Oman with assistant coach Supa Leota. The officials for today's game are John Evans, Mike Dalton, Leslie Majewski, and Ray Rora.
All right, the team's shaking hands here, and we're about to get started for this 5-set match. Again, between the Atlantis University Atlanteans and your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Carrie, what are the challenges or advantages of playing the same team on back-to-back days?
Well, one of the things that we talked about last night was the fact that, you know, these teams had never played each other and they had no common competition, so they really didn't know what to expect coming into the match. Playing someone back-to-back, you definitely have a much better feel. I'll be looking for a little bit of a less or not even any at all feeling out period like we saw kind of at the beginning of yesterday's matchup.
Right, you kind of know what to expect on serve receive. There were some pretty hard serves from Atlantis yesterday that the Lady Eagles were able to take care of, but they should be well prepared for the match today. On the court, we've got Michaela Kinney, Hannah Romero, Kenzie Folker in the front row, Grace Liu, Tori Hamilton, Allie McWirt in the back row. We'll see the libero Cora Lathers stepping in here in just a second as well. A little quiet here in the nest this morning, a 10 a.m. start time for this game. A lot of students may be out on Christian service as well, as it's a beautiful day here in Pensacola. Grace Liu back to start the serve for the Lady Eagles. Received by Atlantis, set wide. Lathers to Folker, who just can't quite keep it inside the antenna. A good swing to start off the Atlantis University attack. Liu, serve receive. Folker. Kinney on the weak side, off some hands. She moves around to the strong side position. Liu, Folker sets it back row for Hamilton. Oh, a good top spin swing there. Off some hands. Taken though. Kinney on the strong side now. Romero to Folker. Liu with the swing out of the back row. Dug effectively by Atlantis. A long volley here, won by the Lady Eagles as Melissa Montenegro puts that swing into the net. Kinney exits as Lathers swings over to serve. McWirt into the front row. And a bit of a missed contact there. We saw that errors benefiting the Lady Eagles yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out and no touch signaled. Point for the Lady Eagles. Oh, just wide there from Cora Lathers. Lady Eagles lead early here, though, 3-2. We saw Medina with the strong serve yesterday. That one just off the top of the tape. And McWirt, we'll see if she stays in good rhythm this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like, even with that, carrying that momentum from last night, a really strong game from McWirt last night.
Felt like she was all over the court on both offense and defense. And gets the kill there. Romero back to serve. A good one. Volker over on 2. Oh, still up. Oh, and Romero, just trying to do anything with it, is whistled for the double contact. Substitution for the Atlanteans. Naomi Ariano enters the game for Melissa Montenegro. Hamilton, McWirt, Volker in the front. Romero, Lathers, Liu in the back for the Lady Eagles. Serve received by Lathers to Volker. Up high for Hamilton. Over the block there. Still in play, but a free ball. They'll try to take advantage. Hamilton again. Oop, blocked there at the net by the Lady Eagles. Still in play, though, for the Atlanteans. That one blocked as well. Oh, good dig by Lathers. Liu gets a swing out of the back row. Tight set, and Cortez unable to handle it. Point for the Lady Eagles.
That was a great dig by Lathers, and once again it shows the importance of the block as well. So even though the Lady Eagles weren't able to get a full block on that, they were able to get just enough of a contact with the ball at the net to keep it in play that Lathers could still make a play on it.
Serve from Volker goes just a bit long. We see Carnicolas entering the game for the Lady Eagles there. Grace Liu exiting. Hamilton receives the serve. Volker gets it to Carnicolas. And she misses on the swing there. Oh. Strong serve there. Hamilton unable to get a good receive on it. And Atlantis takes a slight 6-5 lead. Up in the middle for McWirt. Oh, Atlantis keeps it up. And some miscommunication, but it's over, and line judge did think it was inside the antenna. That's okay. Hamilton with a swing and a kill there.
2 super strong swings from the Eagles on that play.
Really effective. Kinney re-enters the game in the front row. McWirt back to serve, and that one unfortunately in the net. Couple of 3 service errors for the Lady Eagles. Something they struggled with a little bit last night as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the momentum, even that kind of negative momentum sometimes, can get in your head and carry with you from match to match.
Flores back to serve. Romero, good receive to Volker. Back set to Carnicolas. Off the block, up high though. Romero. Hamilton will go on 3. Oh, tight, but into the net was, I believe, Copeland for the Atlanteans. And that one did just catch the line. A good swing by the Atlanteans. Carrie, we've seen quite a few different rotations from the Lady Eagles this year. Could be a challenge, although if the fundamentals are in place, you'd like to think they could still be effective.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why the fundamentals are so essential, knowing that you can, if you're all on the same page with the fundamentals, then you can really plug in different players in different positions. Although I know the Eagles would like to be able to have that experience of having a little bit more consistency, but just a variety of things have come up over the season that have kept them on their toes.
Right, you're certainly seeing more players than usual maybe getting experience, which could be beneficial in the long run as well. Tight set there, and someone was in the net, ruled the Atlanteans, and a point for the Lady Eagles. Liu re-enters to serve for Carnicolas. Tight. Oh, just and off speed over the block there. Falls in front of the back line. Maybe a little scoring adjustment there. 10-8 Atlanteans. Romero to Folker, and we're seeing a violation signaled by the, there it is, the official final, the up official finally notices, as Joseph, the server, was on the line. Lather's now back to serve. Over and in this time. Up in the middle. McGirt affected it a little bit. Oh, and a push deep. Good vision there by Cortez to get that kill. Medina, the libero, back to serve. Oh, bit of a missed pass there from Lou. Oh, but there was some flag waving. We're headed to a timeout, so if we have a different call there when we get back, we'll let you know. All right, that was a timeout from the Lady Eagles. Kara, what do the Lady Eagles need coming out of this timeout?
You just want one strong play to shift this momentum.
Starts with a good serve receive. They got it. Good first offense there for the Lady Eagles, and they watch that one go out, but a net violation from the Lady Eagles gives the point to the Atlanteans.
This is a strong lineup for the Eagles in this rotation, and once again we have Allie McGirt on the outside hitting position, and as we've talked about over the last match or so, really having a lot of success.
Missed pass there from Lou. A little bit uncharacteristic. This early morning start maybe affecting the Lady Eagles a bit. Of course, a late game last night. Finished about 8:30, and then starting this morning, I'm sure they were to the gym less than 12 hours after they had left last evening.
And this is a strong serve that the Lady Eagles are facing.
Atlanteans building some momentum. Lady Eagles facing a 6-point deficit here in the first set. Hamilton.
This is a strong serve as it is, but the server is doing an excellent job of moving that serve around the court so that she's not focusing on one of the Eagles defense players at a time, really preventing them from getting comfortable with her particular serve.
Oh boy, and a jump serve there. And we'll see a substitution here for the Lady Eagles. Kylie Kim seeing some action as she subs in for Grace Liu.
Sometimes hoping that just a little bit of a different perspective can make a difference.
And that one a bit long. And after a couple words from Coach Oman, Grace Liu will re-enter the game. Just need a deep breath reset.
Yeah.
And get back in and get back to it. Romero with the serve there. Romero with the dig. Folker to Hamilton. Swung and just a bit low and into the net. Ariano back to serve for the Atlanteans. This one to Romero. Folker to Hamilton. Off some hands and down. Point for the Lady Eagles.
The Atlanteans are a team that definitely have stronger rotations than others. And one thing that is going to be important for the Lady Eagles to get back into this set, in this match, is to take advantage of some of the Atlanteans' weaker rotations where they are. Try to keep them in those positions as long as they can.
Good read there from Romero. Oh, a tight set. Hamilton does well with it, though. Libero swings out of the back. McWhort anticipated that one nicely. Tight set. Oh, what a cross. I think Cortez went with the left hand there to put that one just inside the line.
An awkward angle.
Creative
and an
attack.
Unexpected.
Sometimes you just nod your head and acknowledge a great play by the other team. McGuirt back up to Romero, who puts some great swings out of the back row. Another one there. McGuirt in the middle, blocked though, and Lather's unable to quite get a hand under it. Coach Oman wants her second time out of this first set. Lady Eagles facing a 20-11 deficit. All right, back from the Lady Eagles' second timeout of this first set, trailing 20-11. Some strategy from Coach Oman potentially there in that timeout. Oh, a good serve again, but Lathers handles it. In the middle, McGuirt with the block, and it's over on the Atlantean side. They'll try to reset their offense. A swing out of the back row over the block there. Hamilton off speed, and it works out. Sometimes you're not sure if the off-speed was intentional, but you'll take the points here, 20-12, as McGuirt goes back to serve. Kinney, Carnicolis, and Hamilton in the front row. Oh, and they get the ace. That one just tags the back line. Off Hamilton's block. Folker pushed it deep, handled though by the Atlanteans. Oh, a good, wow, what a bump set up to the front there. The libero Lathers re-enters for McWhort. Folker, Kinney, deep, taken, though, by the Atlanteans. Volker to Hamilton, not quite over, as the set was a little tight. To me, a lot of times those bump sets from the back row up to the front corner would be really tough to be precise, accurate with, but the Atlanteans are doing a great job here of that in this first set. Here's another opportunity for them. This one a little bit further off the net, but again, a competitive ball. Oop, that one blocked, still alive. Romero gets it over. Good job by the Lady Eagles staying in this one. Romero there. Volker up to Hamilton. Off some hands, still alive. Back row, just a free ball over. Trying to take advantage. In the middle, Kinney. Wide. Romero. Oh, and that one, the ball had not quite. Oh, they're instead ruling a net violation. I thought maybe it hadn't quite got to the plane, but a net violation ruled.
Hannah Romero did some excellent defensive work on that play. Really kept that ball alive several times.
Hamilton with a good serve. Swing and a bit long. Lathers with some good court awareness there as she was running back for it. Could tell it was past the back line. And this time, 22-15, Lady Eagles have strung a few points together. The Atlanteans call timeout. (15-22) the deficit for the Lady Eagles in this first set, trying to make their way back into this first set. Romero, Kinney, Carnicolis in the front row. Volker, Lathers, and Hamilton we saw serving there in the back row. And ruled a touch. Kinney decides to just play it to Volker. That's fine. Carnicolis blocked. Uses the block, though, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Hamilton serving here. Traditional overhand serve. We saw some jump serving from Hamilton last evening. Big swing. Lathers takes it. Overpass. Handled, though. A tight one, and Carnicolis outside the antenna. Substitution. Montenegro re-entering the game for the Atlanteans. Lathers to Volker. Back set for Carnicolis. Blocked, and a point for the Atlanteans. Set point here now, 24-16. Lathers, Volker. Back set for Hamilton. Back row set for Hamilton. Cortez with the roll. Hamilton to Volker. Wide for Kinney, just wide, and it is a point for the Atlanteans to take set number one. 25-16, the final score here in the first set. Victory for the Atlanteans. We'll take a short break and be back with you for set number two. All right, and we are about ready for this second set. The teams have switched sides. Carrie, looking at the stats here, we're noticing a couple errors that the Lady Eagles could clean up here in the second set.
Yeah. We mentioned in the previous set the tough serve receive that they're going against on a few times. A few more receiving errors than what we typically see from the Eagles. So that is definitely something that they could focus on leading into the second set. But overall, just tightening up their game, cleaning up some of those small errors. There are no large-scale errors, just cleaning up those little things.
Some controllable factors for the Lady Eagles. They were not dominated there in that first set, so we're looking for them to come out strong here in this second set. Romero misses on the swing there, though. Point for the Atlanteans.
We also did not even see very many attack attempts from the Eagles in the previous set, and I think that stems from some of the passes going up to the setter not being ones to easily make a play on.
Block there, but Romero into the net. Kinney got the first swing out of the weak side there. Unable to quite score, though, and the point goes to the Atlanteans. Hamilton to Folker in the middle for Romero this time. Not quite getting through on the swing there. Kinney, oh, a good spot for that one. Finds a space down the line with a little thumb down kind of cut.
Excellent read. There was a definite hole on the Atlanteans' court, and she found that.
Oh, a block there. McGuirt now into the front row. And that one, good effort, good hustle by the Atlanteans, but not quite enough. To me, it seems like the game really changes when McGuirt gets into that front row for the Lady Eagles.
When she's in the front row, and then they're able to take advantage of that as well, which is something that they weren't able to really capitalize on in the last set.
That ball off the antenna. And a point for the Lady Eagles, tied now 3-3. Lathers, oh, just over the net. A good serve there. Handled, though, by the Atlanteans. That one off the net. Hamilton over to Romero, off some hands, taken by the Atlanteans' Ribeiro. Still in play here. Folker touches it over. Up high. Oh, McGuirt with the block. Good serve there again from Lathers. This one up high, just touched over, and it did find a home inside the court. Point for the Atlanteans. A tough ball to get to. You could see Lou trying to read it coming up, just touched down before she could get there.
And that's a tough position to be in because she also has to cover that line as well, so she doesn't want to pull too far forward.
Good swing by Romero, but blocked in the middle by Copeland. Hamilton with the swing out of the back row. Oh, and the dig goes a bit wide there from the Atlanteans. 5-4, Lady Eagles lead. You know, I see some of these errors, and maybe it's the early morning start leading to a bit of lack of focus, even from the Lady Eagles. I'm up. A slight delay here. Okay. Getting it pulled together. Romero with serve. Taken by the Atlanteans wide here. In play, though. Folker in the middle for McGuirt. Oh, touched over. Hands, though, for... And into the net from the Atlanteans. Oh, off the block of the Lady Eagles, and just not quite handled by the back line there. Flores into the game. as the libero Medina goes back to serve.
The Lady Eagles want to be really careful in this particular rotation. This is where they got caught in the previous set.
Romero swings. Good swing there out of the back row. Up high, off the hands. Hamilton gets it to Folker. Back to Hamilton. Blocked there. Oh, and a double contact as the first one didn't get over from Flores.
And that's always such a great feeling when you know you're going up against a tough server and you limit her rotation, her serving rotation, to only one.
Folker now back to serve. Good one. Handcuffs the libero a little bit, but in play. Oh, good. Oh, Lathers was right there off the block, but it got on the other side of her, kind of off the block there, and she puts the pass out of bounds. Arellano back to serve. Gets the signal from her coach. And Romero, Carnicolas, Folker ends up taking it. Oh, a good spot. Handled, though. Sets a bit off the net, but taken, and a net violation from Carnicolas. Point for the Atlanteans. Carnicolas, Folker, McWirt in the front row. Oh, what a swing by McWirt. A good set there from Folker as well. Just great rhythm between those two. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was a tight set for Folker to be working with as well.
I believe I said Folker was in the front row. She is in the back as Hamilton. I think Hamilton was in the front row, and I just misread that rotation. McWirt with the ace there. 9-7 lead for the Lady Eagles. Cleaned up some of those errors here at the start of this second set. Off some hands at the net.
Good defense.
Folker there. Big swing from Hamilton. Off the net. Oh, good. Yep, Carnicolas. And a point for the Lady Eagles. Hustled there by Medina, but unable to quite get to that one. Good recognition, court recognition there by Folker to realize off the net it was her ball. And Carnicolas came in with a swing from the weak side.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a good and a well-placed swing as well.
A timeout from the Atlanteans. We'll be back with you in just a minute. And we're back with McGirt on the serve. 10-7 lead for the Lady Eagles. McGirt high. Hamilton is there. McGirt again with the free ball. Oh, tight. And oh, Hamilton and McKinney both there, just miss hit. Point for the Atlanteans. Cortez back to serve. Oh, and just between Lathers and Hamilton.
A strong serve and also a really well-placed serve on that one.
Figuring out some rotation here, things. Lady Eagles back line sliding around. Lathers ends up taking that one. Folker. Back row swing from Romero, and she's good this time from the back row. Point for the Lady Eagles.
One thing that we've seen as the Eagles have become more confident with these back row approaches, these back row attacks, and even using them a lot more intentionally, is that they're getting really good at these back row attacks. That was a really strong swing from back row.
We've seen Hamilton, Liu, Romero, all with some good swings out of the back row. Ooh, and a good swing there from Joseph, point for the Atlanteans. Just gives Folker some more options to be able to go back row if she's a bit far off the net or wants to switch up the look for the defense. Hamilton, Folker, wide for Romero, and a good one there. She's building some confidence here in this second set. 12-10, the lead for the Lady Eagles.
Those back row attacks are an especially good option to use against a team that doesn't have quite as good of a block or as strong of a blocking presence, which the Lady Eagles have been able to take advantage of over the last couple of games.
Oop, in the middle, a little low. Lathers, Folker, back set for Romero. That one tight. Oh, and Folker off her hands out of the block. And down for an Atlantean point. Montenegro re-enters the game as the setter Geraldo goes back to serve. Folker to Kinney. Good placement there, but handled by the Atlanteans. A swing there, and no touch signaled, point for the Lady Eagles. That sends McGwirt back into the front row. Lathers to serve. Pushed there by the Atlanteans, and McGwirt off the hands of the block and down for a Lady Eagles point. Doug, back row swing from Cortez. It's a good one, handled though by Hamilton. Liu gets the swing out of the back row. Medina the libero there. Geraldo to Joseph. Oh, a good dig by Hamilton. Liu gets another one. This time a little deeper. Cortez handles it. Joseph with the swing. Oh, a block from the Lady Eagles. Romero ends up taking it. Back to Romero for the swing. It just gets over. Still, oh, and Romero that time unable to get it over the net. Some good digs, some good offense there from the Lady Eagles, but unable to score on that volley. (14-12), tight second set here. Lady Eagles with the slight advantage and a service fault there as Joseph stepped on the line. Romero with the serve. Tight pass and unable to be handled. Geraldo might have lost where she was on the court just a bit. Romero ends up with the ace, 16-12. Libero takes it, Geraldo to Cortez. Big swing, blocked though. Liu to Folker. Double run there. Hamilton ends up taking it in the middle. Tight set, and that one hit wide by Cortez. Official looking for any contacts from the Lady Eagles, none signaled. And we have another timeout by the Atlanteans, 17-12. Lady Eagles trying to pull away here in this second set. All right, Atlantis has used both of their timeouts here in this second set. Lady Eagles, while trailing 1-0 lead in this second set, 17-12. Romero over, handled though by Atlantis. Big swing from Cortez, off the block though. Handled by, oh, and that one just long from Lou. Volker went to Lou several times over those last few points, and that one just didn't quite get inside that back line. Medina looking for the serve here. Lathers. Hamilton with the swing off the block. Oh, and a poor contact there leads to a point for the Lady Eagles. That was that rotation we saw. Again, the Lady Eagles getting out of it quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
18-13 sends Volker back to serve. Wide set there for Cortez, and she hits it wide as well. 19-13 lead for the Lady Eagles. Geraldo, this time, oh, that one off the antenna on the swing from Montenegro. Lady Eagles stringing some points together on a little run here. Good serve from Volker. Oh, that one's still up. Hamilton comes in with the swing. Trying to catch the Atlanteans off guard. Oh, a touch over there. Volker to Romero. This time, Hamilton ends up going with the free ball. In the middle, still alive. Off the block from McWhirт, but down for a Lady Eagles point. Lady Eagles taking advantage of some errors from the Atlanteans, but putting together some good offense and defense themselves.
Yeah, and some of those errors that the Atlanteans are making are because of the pressure that the Lady Eagles have been putting on them. So, you know, when you see those hits go long or wide, if you look at Lady Eagles, their block is right there, kind of forcing the hitter to decide where to go or to adjust her plan.
Ace from Kenzie Volker, 22-13 lead now for the Lady Eagles, and another one. 23-13. Really good serves. Volker stands well behind that back line and swings pretty hard on that serve.
Yeah, it's interesting. She has quite a number of serves in her arsenal, and this is one that we don't actually see too often with her taking such a long approach.
Oh, a good over there on two, handled by the Atlanteans. You hear the Lady Eagles bench calling that one out to help out Romero. 24-13 set point as the Lady Eagles well in control of this second set. Cortez, Geraldo, just a free ball over from the Atlanteans. Hamilton, tight set, but gets the swing off. Volker back set for Carnicolas. Good swing from her. Oop, high, tight, unable to quite be handled near the net. 24-14 lead for the Lady Eagles. This will send Arellano back to serve. Oop, a bit wide, 25-15. This second set goes to the Lady Eagles. 1-1 now after two sets. We'll take a 3-minute break and be back with you for set number 3. Lady Eagles with an emphatic 25-14 victory there in set number 2 ties this match at 1 set apiece. Lady Eagles really cut down their errors in that second set.
Yeah, yep, that's something that we were looking at. No service errors in the second set. That makes a huge difference. A lot better serve receive, leading to some more offense. Still would like to see the total number of attacks raise a little bit more for this third set than we saw in the second set.
Well, they maybe didn't have as many attacks. They had more kills in that second set. 8 kills to 5 in the first set.
If you think about the match last night, one of the things that we mentioned was, if I remember correctly, by the second set, almost all of the hitters were in double digits for their total attacks.
We see Hamilton with 18 attempts, Romero 13, Kinney 9. McGirt only with 4 attacks. She was so dominant last night, we'd like to see her get it more involved in the offense as well. Lou starts us off with an ace here in this third set. Another good one there. Tight pass handled though, the set. Hits off the hands. Kinney, oh, good swing there from her. Tight. Oh, and it just evades Lathers. Good cross-court attack from the Atlanteans. Joseph back to serve. Lady Eagles have been the beneficiary of a couple of foot fault errors, something we don't typically see at the college level. Oh, good over there from Volker, just handled. It does lead to a free ball. Volker goes over again on 2. Handled by the Atlanteans. Big swing from Cortez. Lathers there, and Volker up by the net. Couldn't quite get back to that ball that falls about in the middle of the court.
A great defensive effort, a great dig by Lathers.
Right, didn't quite get high enough for Volker to come off the net to get to it. Atlanteans take a 2-1 lead. Hamilton, Volker, Kinney on the weak side, off some hands and down for Lady Eagles point. Kinney with a couple early attacks, and she'll exit for McGirt. The libero Lathers switching over to the service position. Good one there, handled by Medina, the libero. And that one long, no touch signal, no point for the Lady Eagles. Off the block, oh, Hamilton couldn't quite, got a hand to it, but couldn't quite get it back to the setter. Three to 3, tough server at the line here, Medina. Lou handles it to Volker. Back set for Romero, pushed, handled by Atlantis. Romero on the strong side this time, off the block. Back set for McGirt. Big swing there, still alive. Lathers, Volker. Lou ends up getting a swing off, good one there. Tough ball. Lou, Volker, Hamilton out of the back row. Oh, a great swing from her out of the back row. Cortez off the block. Volker, oh, pushes it wide, and it's still in play. Romero, good swing. Defended, though, by Atlantis. Oh, and that off speed just falls in. Good offense, good defense by both teams. And the point just goes to Atlantis. I think we saw about every attacker on the court get a swing there for the Lady Eagles that time. None of them could quite find the court. Even Volker attempting a dump in there. Mistimed there with Romero, but it's over. Cortez off the Lady Eagle block and a point. Romero will head back to serve. Hamilton up in the front row. Tied 1-1, tied 4-4 here in the third set. This one wide, pushed deep. Romero's there, reading that one nicely. Back row set for Lou, and just not enough topspin. Point for Atlantis.
At this point earlier in the match, or early in the set rather, where you've had some big plays and some big swings, this is where you want to make sure that you stop this momentum right there. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you
get a little help.
Get a little help from the other team.
Carnicolis enters the front row as Lou takes a breather. Folker with the serve. Cortez ends up with the swing. Lathers is there. Folker in the middle for McWirt, and she puts a good one on it, and it's a point. I mentioned earlier trying to get McWirt more involved. She's had a couple blocks, gotten a couple swings here in this third set. Cortez off the block. Oh, good play by Lathers. Romero up for Lathers. Oh, a good block. Back row. Joseph, though, just has to put it over on a free ball. Hamilton, strong side. Off the block, taken by Arellano. Left-handed from Cortez there. She had success with that earlier, but this time it goes off the antenna. Folker, Medina, Geraldo. Cortez off the block. Oh, and it just sails over Lather's head. Point for Atlantis. Lady Eagles holding a slim 7-6 lead. Folker, Romero, Lathers in the back row. Carnicolis, Hamilton, McWirt in the front row. Service into the net. Sends McWirt back to serve. Kinney into the front row. Oop, off the antenna. Good swing there on that far side.
Great swing by Emma. Good
was
to
it Carnicolis?
Yep.
Good. Off that weak side. Ooh, just over the net. A great serve by McWirt. This one tight. Handled, though, by Joseph. A low set there. Timed, I think, by Hamilton and Folker. Deep. McWirt takes it to Folker. In the middle for Kinney. A swing. Blocked, but still taken. Cortez out of the back row. Carnicolis tried to overhead set that, and it leads to a point for Atlantis.
We saw some good defensive action out of McWirt in the back row there. Not usually one who's in the back row, but in that position because of her serving.
Of her service, yep. Lathers decides to play that one. Folker to Carnicolis, getting into a rhythm here, and she scores. See Carnicolis, Kinney, Romero in the front row. Hamilton with the jump serve just into the net there. Ace serve there from Geraldo, the setter for Atlantis. Lady Eagles ready for this one. Folker. Carnicolis, oh, just wide of the antenna. And this third set is tied 10-10. Folker, Romero, Oh, not a good contact there, and the official signals the violation. Liu will re-enter to serve. Joseph with the swing. It's too high and long, though. Point to the Lady Eagles. In the middle, Romero there for the block, but it's pushed wide, and a point for Atlantis. About halfway through this second set, Carrie, what are we looking for the Lady Eagles to do to pull away as they did in that second set?
You know, one thing that you've heard from the bench, if you've been listening over the past couple of points, is just one. Just get one. Just play one strong offense.
Seems like several of their points have been off errors from Atlantis. They do get the kill there, though, from Romero.
Yeah. That last play was such a fundamental play. Just a good serve receive, a good set, and then a strong swing. And there's nothing fancy or nothing special about it, just good fundamental volleyball.
Tight free ball there from Atlantis. Oh, a slide swing from McWirt.
You love to see plays like that. Those are fun to see, and the Lady Eagles have been really successful with those, especially.
Really shows off the athleticism of McWirt.
Yeah, and the timing between her and Volker.
That leads to a timeout as the Lady Eagles take a 14-11 lead. Timeout from Atlantis. One tie match here in the third set. 14-11, a slim lead for the Lady Eagles coming out of this timeout from Atlantis. Lathers will serve. It's a good one. Handled, though, by Atlantis. Up high, Joseph. Liu. Lathers is there. Back to Liu. A competitive free ball over. Back set. The lefty. Hamilton. What a dig. Liu gets a good swing on it. Still alive. Joseph wide there. Hamilton with the dig. This one up. Liu gets another attempt. This time off the block, and it's down for a point. (15-11) Lathers. Up high. Setter Medina puts it over. Sorry, libero Medina puts it over. Oh, an overpass. Romero decides, oh! Volker goes on too, but Atlantis was ready. Cortez with a big swing, evades the block, but Lathers is there. McWirt ends up taking it. Volker with the swing off some hands, and a point for for the Lady Eagles.
Those are some great swings from the Eagles, and also a really solid dig from Lathers to keep that play alive. That was a tough hit that she got that dig up on, and it was a really good pass that they were able to make a play on.
Timeout again from Atlantis, a quick one. 16-11, the Lady Eagles lead. All right, 2 timeouts used by Atlantis here in this third set. Lathers with another good serve there. Up high, Liu ends up taking it. Good set by Hamilton to Romero. Cortez tries to go off speed, but Lady Eagles are wise to it. Oh, this one up high and over. Liu, Volker, Romero with the cut, or the
A little bit of a slice.
just hits it, and it's a point for Atlantis, stemming the Lady Eagles' momentum. Oops, maybe some issues there as Flores checks back into the game. Good serve. Oh, Romero with a big swing. Sometimes her timing just looks impeccable.
I was going to say that we've seen them struggle a little bit with timing throughout this set, so we haven't seen as quite as big of swings out of Romero. In that one, though, you saw the timing really connect well.
That puts her back to serve with a 17-12 lead. She's there for the dig as well. Volker up to Hamilton, who puts it cross court. Cortez on that strong side, out, but a touch whistled, and a point for Atlantis. Ariano in to serve for Atlanteans. Volker sets it. McGirt, a good swing on it. Out of the back row there. Oh, McGirt ends up taking 2. Oh, a good set to Hamilton, and a point for the Lady Eagles. Kind of a low pass, and so McGirt ends up taking it in. Really excellent.
Yeah, yep. And we've talked before about how many Eagles have had setting in their backgrounds, and McGirt is another one who is comfortable taking that setting position if she needs to.
Up high, Cortez. Oh, and it just gets down in front of Lathers. (18-14) lead for the Lady Eagles. Getting a little later in this third set. Cortez back to serve for Atlantis, and that one deep, and Lady Eagles recognizing that one was going out. McGirt back to serve. Hamilton, Carnicolis, Kinney in the front row. Tight, oh, and just the setter ends up dumping it and earns the point. Flores will serve for the Atlanteans. Volker, Kinney, off some hands. Ooh, a big swing from Joseph off the block, and she scores. Lathers to Volker, back set for Carnicolis. Handled by Atlantis. Big swing, and it's out. No touch signaled, point for the Lady Eagles, 20-16. Hamilton heads back to serve. Dug out, but after a competitive serve, a free ball ends up coming over. Romero in the middle. Oh, just handled by Atlantis, and the block was there, but no contact. Ends up in 4 hits for the Atlanteans. Cortez passes it high to Geraldo. Joseph ends up putting a free ball over. Volker, Kinney, good timing there from Kinney, and it ends up as a kill.
Kenny is really just working her way into being just a solid, consistently good hitter for the Eagles. And I know we've talked about that before, but it's really exciting to think about that prospect over the course of the next few years.
Off the block and down in front of the back line. Kenny came into this third set with 9 attacks in the first 2, only earning 1 kill. She's had a couple of them here in this third set, helping the Lady Eagles out to a 22-17 lead. Volker, this time up for Romero. She puts a good swing on it, handled though off the block. Back row attack, Hamilton is there. Volker up for Carnicolis, off the block. Oh, Medina there for the as the libero. Touched over, but Lathers read it. Oh, she passes it over, and Copeland puts it down. Great read by Lathers, but unable to get it to Volker.
Yeah, yep. This is another one of those situations where you just want to make one play.
Ooh. And that one, Lathers scrambles forward, but can't quite get under it enough. 22-19. Lead for the Lady Eagles. Romero, Lathers, Hamilton back in serve, receive. Tough serve there, point for Atlantis. And as the lead narrows, Coach Oman wants to talk some things over. 22-20 here in this third set. All right, a good first offense starts with a good serve receive. Oh, and just mishit there by Lathers. Ooh, and the Eagles a beneficiary there of a service error. Lou will go back to serve. A bit of confusion there again with all of these different rotations the Lady Eagles have found themselves in this year.
Yeah.
It's important for them to stay on top of it, and oh, Lou just off the top of the tape and didn't quite get over. 23-22 tight third set here. Both teams have split the first 2 sets 1-1. Up high, Volker. Back row attack from Hamilton, and off the top of the tape, and this one's tied 23-23. Joseph serving here. Lou to Volker. A bit off the net for Romero. She takes it though. Handled. Hamilton ends up with the dig and the swing. Oh, touch signaled that time. Cortez with the swing. This one high. Lathers, though, gets to it. Lou gives it to Hamilton on the swing. Gets the setter, Geraldo, out of it. Handled, though, by, oh, that one up high. Hamilton ends up coming up. Give me a little bit of a free ball. This one to Cortez. Oh, no. And some miscommunication as Fulker was wide, and Coach Oman wants her second timeout as the Atlanteans have reached set point 24-23. Lady Eagles, once holding a, I believe, 6-point advantage in this third set, now face set point for the Atlanteans, 24-23. Joseph back to serve. After some words from Coach Oman, let's see how the team responds. Hamilton, Fulker, up for Romero, handled by Medina. Cortez with the big swing, and it finds a home. And the Lady Eagles drop this third set by a score 25-23. Atlantis now leads 2-1 and will head to the fourth. A tight third set loss for the Lady Eagles, 25-23. Atlantis now leads 2-1 as we head to the fourth. Carrie, what do the Lady Eagles need to do to rebound from a tough loss there in the third set?
I think it always begins with a mental game, shifting that mindset, which is difficult to do coming off of a second set third set like that. That's often difficult. But one thing that I think they need to focus on, and I've mentioned this earlier, they need to capitalize on the weaker rotations of the Atlanteans. But not only do they need to capitalize on those weaker rotations, they need to capitalize on their own stronger rotations and take advantage of those strong hitting positions that they have, especially if you have a hitter who is on, being able to use that hitter.
Couple of untimely errors. We'll see if they can clean those up. Romero starts us off with a swing. Up high, Joseph, and that one, an attack error into the net. You know, I kind of wondered if maybe beating this team 3-0 last night, they came out a little complacent even this morning. Turned it around in the second set, but ended up losing that third set. Lather serving for the Lady Eagles. Deep, handled just barely. Free ball over. Hamilton gets it to Fulker. Wide for McWirt. It ends up going over and ends up as a point for the Lady Eagles. Lather's competitive serve over in the middle for Copeland. McWirt there on the block, and it just drops in front of the backline defense. Joseph serving here. Over and long. Point for the Lady Eagles. That'll send Romero back to serve.
This is one of those rotations for the Eagles that has the potential to be a really strong hitting rotation with the juniors, Allie and Tori Hamilton, both in the front row. It would be nice to see the Eagles maintain this position and keep this position for a while.
Romero ends up with the ace there. This one a little shorter. Copeland ends up taking it. Big swing, block there, and a poor contact by Copeland there in the front. Hamilton and McWirt up on that block for the Lady Eagles. In the middle, Copeland ends up taking it. Good timing that time from the setter, Geraldo. And a point for the Atlanteans. 6-2 sends the setter Medina back to serve. Big jump serve, but it's long. Fulker serving here. Lady Eagles out to an early 7-2 lead. That one, Montenegro tries to get it, but it well anticipated by McWirt again. She and Hamilton are joined in the front row by Carnicolis, who moves over to the weak side after the serve. Oh, a tough serve there by Fulker. Oh, Cortez with the good swing. Dug out by Romero. High off the block goes Hamilton's hit. Fulker for Hamilton in the back row. She loves hitting out of the back row, it seems. Dug out, but Cortez's swing goes into the block. Hamilton up, prepared in case that one comes over. It doesn't, and a point for the Lady Eagles. And a timeout from Atlantis as they trail 9-2. Lady Eagles jumping out early in this fourth set. Folker with the serve out of the timeout. Didn't disrupt her rhythm. Montenegro gets the swing. Folker ends up taking the first hit. Lathers then to McGuirt, takes the swing. Tight, but Geraldo was there. Touched over. Lathers gets it up high to Folker. Good dig there. Karnikolas with the swing, a good one. She's found some rhythm as this set has moved on and earns the kill. All the Lady Eagles getting involved in the offense today. Lathers the only one who's seen court time without a kill, but as a libero, you ask for other things.
Yeah.
Good swing from the Atlanteans. Oh, but it must have gone out. As Folker is back to serve again. That ball down on the Atlantean side. Point for the Lady Eagles. Oh, and McGuirt going for that block, gets her forearms into the net. However, the Lady Eagles riding a wave there to a 12-3 lead. Arellano in for Montenegro. This one over. Romero, good pass to Folker. Good set to McGuirt. And an in-rhythm swing leads to a point for the Lady Eagles. When the fundamentals are there, the Lady Eagles can make volleyball look real easy.
Yeah.
Oop, up, Flores. Folker ends up taking it. Karnikolas ends up getting the set to Kinney. High off the block. And Lathers will re-enter as the libero. Cortez serving after the point from Atlantis. Hamilton tight for Folker. She pushes it over. And McKinney just looked like she wasn't quite ready. It was an awkward play there at the net. Point for Atlantis. Oh, big swing from Joseph. Romero unable to quite handle it. A couple of tight passes haven't led to a good first offense for the Lady Eagles. Another good serve here. Folker to Karnikolas, gets a good swing off. And Flores puts that one into the net as Kinney was there for the block. Looks like Romero, Kinney, and Karnikolas in the front here. Hamilton just hits it long off of that jump serve. 14-7 the lead now for the Lady Eagles. Flores serves it over. Hamilton, Folker. Oop, ends up setting it over. Still alive though. Kinney ends up with the swing. It's long, but Cortez. Romero in the middle gets a swing. The block was there, but the back line couldn't quite get to it afterwards. (14-8). Lady Eagles trying to maintain this lead here in the fourth set, trailing 2-1. Folker gets it out wide to Romero. No touch signaled that time, and a point for Atlantis.
You're seeing on display so much here the fact that volleyball is such a game of momentum. And as that momentum swings, you can feel the energy just pick up on one side or the other.
And we found this junior in the back row, Tori Hamilton, with the kill. Lou back to serve. Over. Joseph with the big swing, but it's long, and a point for the Lady Eagles. Medina digs up high for Joseph. Lou right there. Lathers ends up taking the second hit. Kinney changed her mind, ends up rolling it over. That one high, off the block. Lathers. Oh, a joust, and Romero wins it. Sometimes the second person to the joust ends up getting the better of it there. And a timeout from Atlantis, 17-9. The Lady Eagles lead here in this fourth set. Atlantis used both of their timeouts here in this fourth set. Grace Liu back to serve again, 17-9. Momentum not disrupted on the serve. Big swing, no contact, and a fourth contact for Atlantis. Liu to Cortez, Geraldo. Joseph with the swing, Hamilton digs it. Fulker up for Romero in the middle. Oh, and just backs into the net. Does the setter, Geraldo. Lady Eagles 10-point lead here in this fourth set, trailing 2-1. They need this set to extend the match. Geraldo wide. Joseph puts a good swing, but it's just a bit low and into the net.
Grace Liu has done a really good job on this set of serves that she's on right now. Sometimes it's difficult to shake off a missed serve, and she's put together quite the string of serves.
In the middle there, Fulker ends up dumping it over on two. Cortez with the back row swing. Liu handles it to Fulker. Kinney there, ends up having to push it. Joseph off the block and down on the Lady Eagles side, point Atlantis. Montenegro re-enters for Atlantis as Geraldo back to serve. Lathers, Hamilton, up high in the middle. Fulker ends up swinging, blocked. Liu hits it over to Kinney, off the block. Copeland ends up going. Whoa, Romero, a little bit of a slide swing there. Romero on the block from that back row swing. Liu back row swing. Cortez there to handle it. Geraldo to Joseph. High. Lathers, though, takes it. Kinney. There was no contact ruled. And a point for Atlantis. Some good swings, some good defense, but Didn't quite end up going the Lady Eagles' way. Oh, a good dig there from Lou. Hamilton ends up with the swing. Oh boy, no contact ruled there. And Geraldo back to serve again for Atlanteans. Good serve handled by Lady Eagles. Oh, Kinney in rhythm there. Montenegro gets it over. Up in the middle for Hamilton. Just misses and hits it out.
You appreciate the aggression on some of these attempts.
It's nice, a little bit of a lead. You can maybe try that
swing
a
little
more
bit harder.
aggressiveness. Yeah. Oh.
But you do want to be careful that you don't let too much of this momentum slip here at the end of the
Right,
set.
and Coach Oman worried about that as well. Calls timeout. Lady Eagles still lead 20-14 here in this fourth set. All right, the Lady Eagles trying to get the momentum back, and they're helped out by a service error.
It's funny that we talk so much about momentum, but during that timeout, being right beside the Atlanteans bench, you could also hear them talking about the importance of maintaining that momentum.
Service error gives it back to the Lady Eagles, and then that swing goes long, 22-14. Those points add up quickly, 8-point lead now for the Lady Eagles. Lathers in play. Cortez ends up getting a swing and a bit off on that one, 23-14. Lady Eagles closing in on taking this fourth set, which would push us to 15-point fifth set. Ooh, blocked, still in play. Kenzie ends up swinging. Cortez with the swing, and it just evades the block of McWirt and the dig of Romero. Joseph back to serve. Lou up to Folker, out to McWirt, off some hands this time, and the Lady Eagles have set point. (24-15). Romero serves it. Geraldo ends up taking it on the far side. Montenegro. This time Folker gets the swing. Big swing from Cortez, but it sails out. No touch, although the Atlanteans asked, and it's a 25-15 fourth set victory for the Lady Eagles. We'll head to a fifth set. First team to 15 will win that. We'll come back after a short break. All right, an emphatic 25-15 victory there in the fourth set for the Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. We head to a fifth set. Carrie, what's the mindset of a fifth set tiebreaker?
Come out strong quickly. There's no time to waste in a fifth set. Those 15 points go by so quickly, and any point that you can get early in the set is just money in the bank and makes the rest of the set that much easier. If you don't come out to a strong start in a fifth set, it's really difficult to play that mental battle to overcome that start.
Right, we will see, I believe, the team switch sides after one team gets to 8 points. Atlantis University will have the first serve here. It's the setter Geraldo back to serve. Lathers to Folker, up in the middle for Romero. Cortez digs it, Geraldo. Montenegro, off the block of Romero there. Joseph gets it off the net. Lou easily digs it. Kinney, Cortez digs it. Montenegro, tried to go a little off speed. She ends up being whistled for a prolonged contact there. One zero Lathers with the serve. Cortez, Geraldo back. Row attack from Cortez does not make it over. Lathers with the 2-0 lead. Cortez, a little bit wide. Geraldo, though, handles it. The libero has to come up to give the free ball to the Lady Eagles. Back set, McGwirt. Dug by Geraldo. Swing there by the libero, Medina. Out wide for Romero, who goes off. No hands and out. Point for the Lady Eagles. Couple Lady Eagles asking for a touch, but Romero just mishit that one. Short serve handled. McGwirt ends up putting it down for the Lady Eagles. Almost into a joust position, but McGwirt gets to it first and ends up giving the Lady Eagles a 3-1 lead. A great serve from Romero, and it ends in an ace. Third ace of the match for Romero. And a quick timeout here. As you mentioned, Carrie, important to not let this one get out of hand. Atlantis with that timeout. Lady Eagles leading 4-1. Okay, 4-1 lead here. Romero back to serve. Lady Eagles have started off this fifth set well, following your advice, Carrie.
Yeah. And once again, that's just what you know to do in these fifth sets. That's what we hear. We heard once more from the Atlantis bench during that timeout.
Dug there by Lathers, over to Hamilton. Big swing off the block, and she scores.
And the Eagles are in this rotation that I mentioned in the last set, that this should be a strong rotation for the Eagles.
Right, sometimes you look for any fatigue in this fifth set, but the Eagles do look pretty fresh. And McGwirt with the block. But she contacted the net as she came down. 5-2 and a good server. Medina back here for the Atlanteans. Oh, big swing from McWhirt, but blocked. Handled, though, and Hamilton gets the swing over. Cortez blocked. And out for an Atlantean point. Ball traveled the length of the net and ended up falling just out of bounds. Lathers to Folker. McWhirt. Cortez was there. Just over the outstretched hands of McWhirt. She ends up getting it over on 2. This one really tight and not able to be gotten over by the Atlanteans. 6-3 advantage for the Lady Eagles. Substitution should be Carnicolis, and it is, entering the game for Lou. Folker, Romero, Lathers in the back row. Carnicolis, Hamilton, McWhirt in the front row. Folker to serve. A good one, though, handled by Joseph. Cortez, big swing. Romero digs it. High. Lathers ends up getting it to Hamilton. Tough angle, but she does well with it. Montenegro. Lathers. Folker pushes it. Oh, tries to see the court and just mishits it a little bit. Arellano enters for the Atlanteans. Lady Eagles up 6-4 in this 5th and deciding set. Again, it goes fast, only playing this one. Win by 2 at 15. Oh, kept up there by Folker with the foot, but not in play.
This is a really pivotal point of this set. This is really where you want to take back that momentum, just make a solid fundamental play.
Romero up. Oh, no. And nobody home after that dig. 6-6 tie in this 5th set. Hamilton, Folker, back set. McWhirt with the swing. She's been dependable today, and it ends in a point for the Lady Eagles. Great find there by Folker. She and McWhirt have really worked well this afternoon. Still morning here in Pensacola, 11:56. Early start time. Folker ends up taking it. Kinney to Hamilton. Off the net, and it finds the Atlantis court, and we will have a short break to switch sides. 8-6. Lady Eagles with a slight advantage here in this 5th deciding set. Okay, we're back quickly here. McWhirt with the serve. Good one handled by Medina. Geraldo out wide for Cortez. She's had some good swings today, handled off the block and then dug by Hamilton. Oh, the pass doesn't quite work for the Atlanteans. 9-6 advantage for the Lady Eagles. Probably good for the Lady Eagles to see a 5th set, and we'll take a short break here as Atlantis calls a timeout. All right, coming back here, Lady Eagles leading 9-6. I had mentioned good for the Lady Eagles to see a fifth set. This only their second fifth set match of the season, having beaten LaGrange 3-2. I believe that would have been last Friday. Always good to be in these tight matches and see the confidence that can come out of winning one of these tight ones.
Yeah, yep, and it's just a different battle when you go through 5 sets. It's such a longer game. It makes such a big difference. And even right now, the Lady Eagles earning the 10th point in this set, there is also something mental about being the first to reach double digits in the 5th set.
And they extend the lead here 11-6 as McWirt serves well. Ariano exits as Montenegro comes in for the Atlanteans. Oh, and that one just long. And McWirt will exit for the libero Lathers. Up high, Kinney gets a good swing on it, but no contact from the Atlanteans, leads to a violation for the Lady Eagles.
We've seen a lot of really close hits like that, and I think that's just a matter of this timing getting a little bit cleaner, a little bit tighter.
Carnicolis, good swing, and it finds the line. Boy, she has really performed well in these later sets this morning.
That weak hitting position gives you the opportunity to really make a lot of smart plays. Often they're not as big of power swings as you would have coming out of the strong side, but she's really placed those balls well.
Serve there from Hamilton. Pretty free ball over Romero ends up with the swing and a kill. 13-8. The Lady Eagles might be starting to sense this 5th set victory, needing just 2 more points. Hamilton, Lathers, Fulker in the back row. Oop, high dig, and a free ball over Romero. Fulker, wide for Kinney. Low pass, but still up for Atlantis. In the middle, Romero. Swung there, little off speed, works for the Atlanteans. 13-9, 5th set advantage. That 5th set against LaGrange, the Lady Eagles won 15-8, so playing their longest volleyball of the season here today. Up high for Carnicolis, still in play. It now goes out and a point for the Lady Eagles. 14-9, match point. As Lou heads to the service line. Saw some great serves from her in set 4. We'll see if she can close it out here. Good one. Up high, Joseph, big swing, blocked. Oh, and just out of play. Point goes to Atlantis. Romero, Fulker, back to Romero. And that one down 14-11, gap narrowing slightly as Atlantis tries to keep the match alive. Lou, Fulker, Kinney on the weak side. Oh, just dug up. Still alive. Cortez with the swing. High and long, the Lady Eagles win in the 5th set. 15-11. What resilience by the Lady Eagles, dropping a couple sets, but still pulling out the victory.
We would like to thank the Andrews Institute for
I
providing
think
team
the word you
physicians
used,
Dr.
resilience,
Adam
is a good
Anns
one
and
for this
Dr.
game.
Travis
This
Roth,
is a tough
and certified
time.
athletic
It's a tough
trainer
schedule
Stephen
in that they
Halsey for
played
medical
last night,
coverage
late last
for
night, playing
Pensacola
against early this
Christian
morning.
College.
They showed a lot of mental resiliency and fortitude to come back and win this match.
Right, we saw some great efforts by by all of the Lady Eagles players, and certainly we'll be looking forward to their next match. Monday, the Lady Eagles will hit the road and head for Panama City, where they will take on Gulf Coast State College at 6 p.m. We hope you'll tune in and cheer on your Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles and Atlantis wrapping up this match in a word of prayer. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Lady Eagles again winning 3 sets to 2.